Hello, welcome back. A messenger has arrived from Calum. Look, whoever's doing that, you realise I don't have ice fortresses in this era, right? I assume that's in reference to my Breaths of the Desert, but I was doing that because he's got units with ice protection, and I wanted to make it look more real that I was about to move on to his capital. But oh well. Anyway, we got research and evocation done. This is a really nice one for us, because, I mean, there's a lot of stuff here we could use. Strands I'm going to try and cast, so that's cool. Meteor Shower I can probably get castable. We've got that throne that gives us Earth Astral Mages, right? Probably a bit easier than the Myoji. Celestial Rainbow can probably try and do. Tidal Wave we can do. Tidal Wave is minus 30% population for coastal provinces. If your cap is a coastal cap, that's devastating if that gets cast on you a few times. Well, at least if you rely on your cap, it is. Needful Flames, sure. Chain Lightning, sure. Flamestorm, sure. Probably cast all of those. And Flames in the Sky, Boone can cast this immediately, I think. So also, you know, pretty nice one. So, a really, really nice target for us to hit. I'll pick up Enchantment next, just in case I want to use Dispel. Probably going to go up Alteration then. See how fast we can get up that one next. Diaportant next. Pythium has cast Gift of Health. Makes sense. He's a nation with a green flag. That means he wants to cast Mother Oak and Gift of Health. A little Dominions tip for you. We lost a Master Shugenja to a Soul Torn. I assume because he got horror marked from holding a lantern. But we did have that event a few turns ago about the Veil of Infinite Horror being discovered, so you know. Lots of fun places he could have got that horror mark from. We failed to lure anyone into the sea. Saw some more exchanges then between Bogarus and Agartha. I think one of these was real. I believe it's this one. So, yeah, kind of real. Some stuff here. That is May. Haven't seen one of them in a while. So I haven't watched this battle. I don't know what's going to get cast or deployed or anything. So far, some basic spells. Although, some people are casting Power of the Spheres. That is a lot of Blade Winds, and that is a lot of Astral Fire as well. Lots of Astral Fire. So Bogar's doing some nice Astral Fire spam in a Communion. But his front line has collapsed a bit. I can hear gifts. Oh, that's a alright, Bogarus has a fun Communion. But, yeah, losing his front line, unfortunately. Looks like Agartha has also lost their front line, though. Surprised this battle's still going. I assume from this point, Agartha's gonna lose, yeah. Alright, that's interesting. We had losses on both sides, but... yes, Bogarus won overall? Let's check. Wow, yeah, Agartha lost a lot of stuff. Actually, both sides lost quite a bit of stuff. Agartha did lose a mage, so, you know, that's always a bit worse than not. That was a very even fight, huh? That's almost exactly the same number of mages. And almost exactly the same number of units as well. It's very rare that you see something like that. Interesting. I guess I'll check what province is that. That's quite deep here as well. I guess Agartha moved some of the stack off into this as Bogarus moved out reinforcements. Interesting. Yeah, Agartha is also sitting on Bogarus' cap, so there are 443 things sitting on Bogarus' cap. But not that many mages in the grand scheme of things. Let's see what spells this stack deployed to kill all that PD. If anything. And looks like just Horde of Skeletons. Alright. Nothing too interesting. Events then. Devourer. We got some Turmoil and Unrest. We got another Elemental in Epernia. Another robe of missile protection and some gold in Resting Heights. 12 water gems in Resting Heights. 6 air gems in Epernia. 6 nature gems in Jomon. And we cracked open the entrance to Pannonia, which is nice. Yeah, okay. So, big thing I'm doing this turn is casting Strands of Arcane Power. I alchemized quite a lot of my gems into extra pearls, as you can see. It's a shame I moved out all of our astral boosters on this guy. Because I could have turned into a human and wore those to cast this, but this doesn't matter too much. I am astral 10. That's good enough. 12 would be cool, but, 10's fine. We've got a big overcast on it. The list is nice and empty. I doubt anyone else is going to try and cast this on this turn, so I'm sure we're going to be fine. And I'm sure we're going to be quite resistant to dispels anyway. It's not very often that I cast any late game spell, let alone this early, so this is fun for me. I'm not sure how much impact this is going to have, but it's fun for me. I enjoy it. Still not doing much forging or summoning or anything this turn, because I kept a lot of the gems just to alchemize. But we'll get that up, and I'm still doing Breath of the Desert on Caelim's Cap and on Pannonia, since I'm going to storm it with a scout this turn just to see what's inside. So we'll also tip the scales towards heat a bit this turn as well, why not? I'm also moving our new and improved stack to Iron Range, so all this stack's waiting here, and we're scouting the fort. We'll move all the rest of the army over as well, so they'll be nearby if we need to merge things up before we storm. And in Dragon Point I'm also building a temple again, so hopefully it sticks this time. I'm leaving behind some units in Dragon Point, and I'm moving another mirror over. It's probably the last mirror I'm going to do though. I think 5 is enough. Probably going to look pretty big on the map. I'm not sure if it's even strictly necessary anymore, but it might still at least paralyze Caelim, because he's going to think that if he moves anything out of his cap, he loses his cap, right? So it's still pretty useful. And I think overall that's it for this turn. Just checking this fort, moving around here and casting strands. I'll just double check. There's the temple getting built. Oh, I'm getting 2 temples down. Didn't even realize that. Where's the other one? Oh, Giant's Rest. Oh, yeah. Alright, that's pretty cool then. 2 more temples. I cancelled Ryujin production this turn to save up a bit more gold. Because I was going to plan and get a fort started in Zenthra. Didn't realize I was getting 2 temples though. I could have just cancelled a temple. But I like the temples though. I've already decided to cancel the Ryujin this turn. So that's fine, I guess. And yeah, still sucking stuff out of the Lake of Living Water. And that is it for this turn. So that was turn 46. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. We got lots of research done. We got some enchantment for Dispel. I think I'll go up Alteration now. It would be nice to be able to put Army of Lead on ourselves, or Army of Gold, and then do like Firestorm and Acid Storm and stuff, so potentially we could do some Wish stuff as well, if we generate tons of pearls, but we don't generate that many, I don't know. We could try it though. Let's make that the target anyway. Might be a little while, but still. We make lots of research. I did some spells. We cast Strands successfully, so that's nice. We also got attacked by a Float Cat Horror, but not as nice. Didn't manage to lure anyone into the sea. Saw some battles between Bergerus and Agartha. Nothing crazy though. These are cool units. Just some random provinces getting exchanged, and we also stormed the fort in Pannonia, but it's pretty empty. So that's not a problem either. So here's how the war between Bergerus and Agartha is shaping up. I assume Bergerus slams this stack into this stack now next turn and we get to see a battle, but yeah, I mean, good luck to him. We'll see how things pan out. Did I lose my scout? No, my scouts are all around here. We can see everything. Alright, good. We found 2 magic sites and 2 enemy mages with Strands of Arcane Power. The mages were mentally attacked, but 0 were killed and 0 were feeble-minded. That's a shame. I think those are probably in this fort here, which is in our dominion. Yeah, we also found 2 magic sites. I have no idea what magic sites, though. I think maybe one of them is this. I don't remember seeing this site. Totem Collection? So maybe that's one of them? But I'm not sure. It's cool, though. Pannonia, we hit it with Breath of the Desert. Epernia, we got assassinated by the Lake of Living Water, unfortunately. It's managed to kill our Ryujin, which is a bit disturbing. Like, would have thought he'd, you know, use magic or summon a water elemental of his own. Slightly disappointed in our region. I'm going to have to send a replacement over to the Lake of Living Water to resume the events. I'm going to forge a bottle, though, and give it to the region so that he has a bodyguard. I mean, I'm pretty sure I had the water elementals we've been summoning on bodyguard duty, but maybe I didn't, maybe I forgot, and that's on me in which case. Kedra, we got a ton of gold, some gems, and a fire sword, which is nice. Some more gems, a couple more gems. Eponia, we got 20 death gems, which is pretty nice, actually. We're almost at 50 death gems, which is, you know, we have +1 per turns, that's cool. Lost a scout, and yeah, Pannonia is still breached, so gonna storm that now. It is empty. Just gonna storm with everything we've got. Script is the same, but it probably doesn't matter too much. We just have some Tengus, some random summons, bunch of buffs. Buff up and walk forwards. It looks like Calum started pulling everything into his cap. Probably in response to the 800 units that appeared on the map here last turn. Fortunately, now it looks like there's only 300 units sitting here, and the rest of the army's gone here. You got to admit, these mirrors are quite funny, right? I'm enjoying them. So the guys here are going to storm Pannonia. This stack is just going to move on to Mapito, which is now empty, so probably not going to have much problems there either. I might just move these stacks around, knocking over these forts and putting temples in them. We'll see, though. Might be a good idea to just sit on Calum now, but I don't know, maybe we can just squeeze him out with Dominion. Especially if I push my Dominion over here and he starts getting mind burned by strands, which should be pretty good. But yeah, I'd like to get this throne. It's a nice throne. Gives us gold. It also then helps push Dominion even more in this area. So we'll take this, we'll sit on this. We'll see what we do after that. I'm going to step up summoning production in Furia though now. So we have 4 people doing Nature Tengus, 2 people doing Earth Tengus. So we'll keep churning out loads of summons here. And our Death Mage has arrived as well, so he's going to do some Dark Knowledge on this province. And yeah, I'll keep... Well, I don't know. I mean, I could just blow a few more gems on Dark Knowledge just to, you know, make it easier. Or I could walk him around and just manually site search. I don't know. I think using the remote site searching spell on a throne is a fine idea, though. Because there isn't much here, only an oasis. Might be a death site. So that's fine as well. Down here, we've got tons of gold at the moment, so this priest is going to head over to Zenthra, put a temple down there. And I also started building the palisades here as well. So that's nice. Can exercise a little bit more control in this area. We get a fort down. I realized that if I turn my dragon into a dude, he gets +1 to his magic paths, so I guess I probably should have done that when I cast the global, but at least I know it now. He's going to forge himself a Starshine Skullcap, and this guy is going to forge a Crystal Coin. So we'll get 2 Astral Boosters made. You can hold those. I'm not sure if they affect the Strands battles while the global's up, but it doesn't hurt to give them to him anyway. Also forging a bottle, like I said, I'll give that to a Ryujin and send another Ryujin over here to keep doing the like stuff. And that's all fine. I think the next big target is maybe trying to get Celestial Rainbow up, which would be cool. We'd need Water 7 and Nature 5. I think I might summon a Naiad. But I think either way we're going to need to do either some empowering or... I was thinking a Naiad if we empower in nature and then forge a Ring of Wizardry. I think that would be enough. But we'll see. I'm just going to save up water gems at the moment because, I don't know, I can wait until I forge the ring maybe before I summon a Naiad, but it is tempting to just try and cast into Maelstrom anyway. Since we're building up water gems. So I might give that a go. We'll see. The thing is, if I just try to do a Naiad and just try and boost up and cast Celestial Rainbow, we'll definitely get that up. But if I blow all my water gems trying to steal Maelstrom and it fails, then that's kind of a setback, right? So I don't know, I'll think about it. It's also possible, of course, that since he has Maelstrom up, if I steal it, he can just recast it because he has tons of water gems, which is the other issue. So it might be safer to just try to get a Naiad and get Rainbow up if that's what I want to do. Besides that, not much else happening. I am summoning some more cave drakes over here, though, so I thought I might as well. Doing some Breaths of the Desert on Mepito and Calum still. And yeah, that's it for this turn. I am the last person to do my turn, so I'm just going to partial while I check the video. But I should see you next video, I think, actually, because I think this is the end of the video. But, well, there is no but. I'll see you then.